So it's been a while since I've done a Marklin model on this channel, and I've got something really special to have a look at today. This one is number 34559 and it's a BR55, formerly a Prussian G8.1, and it represents a locomotive from era 3. You'll notice in the top left of the box here it says Marklin 10 years MHI, a kind of loyalty program with special edition models which were launched by Marklin from 1990 exclusively for independent model railway retailers who were official Marklin dealers. This one came out in the year 2000 and it has something very special in its colour scheme. So let's get it out of the box and I'll show you up close. So this model comes with quite an extensive leaflet here. For some reason it's got the number 18 scored out and number 80 written up here. Not quite sure why that is. It gives you some history here in German and also in English. And it's talking here about being operational under the Delta controller. We can also fit some extra parts. And it looks like we have some switches underneath the coal in the tender. And this is showing that we also have lights on this locomotive. And we also have a bag of extra parts. These look like vacuum pipes. They're very small and they're still in this sealed packet as well. And here is the model, and you'll notice straight away it's silver. And I actually think this is real silver plating on this model, on the boiler and also on the tender. Unfortunately, this part here fell off the model. It seems to be that, the couriers around here have done a good job of maybe kicking this around the place again. So I'm just going to fit this back on. It goes onto the boiler up here. Well, that's it back in. It's just a push fit. And I guess the one on the other side is also just a push fit as well, but you can see it's actually a little bit bent, even though it's fitted in correctly into the side of the cab. So now we can have a proper look at this model, and it does look absolutely fantastic. It's almost reminiscent of those kind of photographic models that you see sometimes, which are kind of in that grey finish, but this one obviously in silver. It's something really unique. I've never seen a silver locomotive like this before, and I think I've been pretty lucky to pick this up. It is a second-hand model to me, and I'll let you know how much it's worth at the end of the video. But for now, let's take a closer look. So this 080 steam locomotive is certainly a nice looking machine. It's got a lot of extra pieces on it and it looks fantastic in this silver colour. It really picks out all the rivet detail and the fine details on the moulding. We've got an extra piece on the front here. This handrail is a piece of plastic that's been added in, as is the lock ring on the front of the smoke box door. But you can see all the rivet detail looks really good. We've got these gas lamps at the front here which are illuminated as well. I thought it had 3 lights on this one, but it seems to only have 2. And down here also we have some checkerboard effect on here and all the way along the footplate here as well. The buffers look really good down here. They're so thin and delicate. And we have a dummy coupling there, as well as the typical kind of Marklin coupling hanging out the front here. We've also got these parts extending out from the pistons, which look really good, and they're very fine as well. There's a lot of opportunity to break this model, that's for sure. Looking down the side, we've got extra pieces. We already saw these parts up here are extra plastic pieces which have been pushed in. It also has this pipework down here to this part. I think that's a compressor, and these ladders as well added in. This part here, which I think is maybe a preheater for the water, that's an extra piece as well, and that comes up and attaches up here with a little valve wheel. And we have this handrail made of plastic running the whole length of the boiler too. You can see the number plate is an extra piece that's been put on as well, and it says 2000 on it. The silver really makes this locomotive pop, and you can really see the detail on it. We've got a metal bell up here, and there's more parts up here with a whistle and the extra valves. Looking at the cab, it's made of plastic, but it still has the silver there, and it has the MC on it. So the markings on this isn't actually prototypical, but as a promotional model, this looks really good. I love the rivet detail on the roof. It looks great. And you can see that the tender is actually permanently attached to the locomotive as well, and it has some cables. If I tip it like this, you can see the cables running between the two. There's even more extra pieces here, this piece of plastic and this bit down here. All extra parts that have been added in, and look at how great that is underneath the bottom of the cab. It looks really fantastic. But underneath here you'll see straight away that this has a skid on the tender. This is actually 3-rail and it's AC as well, so I'm not going to be able to run it today, unfortunately. We're just going to be able to have a look and that's it. You might be able to see in the video that we do have details on the back of the firebox, and we also have really nice glazing as well, which is flush fit. There's also some details on the front of the tender, including a really good representation of the coal, and talking of which, it's up here in the plastic piece which has been added on, and that actually looks pretty good as well. The tender's finished in this silver colour too, and it also has the MC crest there, along with some black lining. That looks all really good as well. And at the back we have the 2000 again. Another tank which is an extra piece, the same gas lamps which look great. I love how the hatch of this is actually an extra piece as well. And we have the same buffers and a hook as well on the buffer beam with some rivet detail. And in this one we've actually got more like a Fleischmann coupling hanging out the back. I guess it's been changed by the previous owner. And I also noticed on the skid that it has a bit of wear on it as well. So this hasn't been a shelf queen, it's actually been used, which is really quite cool, but it's still looking absolutely fantastic condition. Not much different on this side of the locomotive, however it does differ here with more pieces put in. These are again extra pieces in plastic. And as we look down at the running gear, the piston's up here really nicely detailed with some rivet detail on it. And then the valve gear looks absolutely fantastic, really nice dulled metal and really quite thin as well. I love how you can see right underneath the boiler as well, there's nothing obstructing it. And the chassis looks as though it's all made of metal. And we have a spring here for the front coupling, just keeping it in place. And we have traction tyres on the two outer wheels and none on the middle wheels. But it looks like this one at the back is the one that's driven and the others are just pushed around by the valve gear. The detail on the tender frame also looks really good. The spring detail is pretty good as well. And we have brakes in line with the wheels. The wheels are dulled metal and they are also spoked as well. So it's quite easy to take off the coal load of the tender and it exposes the circuit board here. We've got some switches. One thing I've noticed here, it's my pet peeve, is having this moulding mark running along the top of the boiler and over the top of the domes and the sanding boxes. You can see that here. Now that is unusual for Marklin, they normally get that 100% correct. So maybe that's been a problem with this moulding, maybe it's getting a bit old, or maybe it's something to do with the plating. But anyway, that's a bit of a letdown on an otherwise perfect model. So this does feel like quite a heavy model, so let's put it on the scales and see how much it weighs. So this locomotive comes in at 364 grams. So this special edition model from Marklin, well, it's really something quite different. The silver colour works fantastic on this model. I love the contrast between the silver and the black. Normally I don't particularly like these kind of made up liveries, and also sometimes, you know, these kind of limited edition specials are just a bit kind of gimmicky, but I think this one actually pulls it off really well. It's a great looking steam locomotive anyway. The BR55 is a really great looking locomotive, and this rendition of it I think is actually really good with all its extra pieces put on. The valve gear as well looks absolutely fantastic and the wheels look really good too. I'm not sure if they produced a DC version of this, and I've heard that some people can actually convert these to DC, but this one is still AC digital, so unfortunately it's not going to run today because I don't have that kind of setup. But while that's a bit of a disappointment for this video, it's actually good for the value of the model. So on the box it has a ticket here of £195, I guess that was when it was brand new. And having a quick look online, I can see that prices can be up to around about £200 for a very good condition one. And I think this is probably absolutely mint condition. But that leads me on to say how much I paid for this. And I actually got it really cheap because I bought it with a whole bunch of other stuff. It worked out to be around about £170, which is an awful lot of money for a steam locomotive, especially one that I can't actually run. But it's been great to have a look at this model. It's something really special, and now with Marklin's MHI scheme no longer in effect, there's a slightly different setup now. It's certainly representative of a time now past. You wouldn't really think that this model was 25 years old as I record this video. It looks as though it could have come out just yesterday, and I think that's testament to the quality of Marklin models. They very rarely disappoint me. I'm usually quite astounded by how good they are, and this one, being 25 years old, just looks like it came out the factory yesterday. I really love this locomotive, but some people don't like these models. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to know your thoughts. And if you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It really helps this channel. I'll put this on the turntable so you can see all the way around, and I'll just wrap up by saying thanks for watching this video. I really appreciate your time and your support on this channel, and I hope to see you on my next video. See ya!
So model train, model world, choo-choo, model trains, tiny in tiny worlds, choo-choo, so model trains, tiny model worlds, choo-choo, model trains, tiny in tiny worlds, choo-choo.